with Very Dark Man, Cubana Chief Priest, Mimi OJ, and many more people have contributed to Lucky Udu. As Lucky Udu cried out yesterday, say in they passed through a lot and it's high time he wants to come out to explain himself to Nigerians, and he wants Nigerians to understand him. See, this video, you have to take a listen to this video, and we will have to advise ourselves using this Lucky Udu case. You see, Lucky Udu is one guy that has been in this internet space, reminding people, giving people second chance. Like people that we have forgotten about them, Lucky Udu brings them back and talk about them and gives them second chance. Now, there was a time in this internet space, Lucky Udu has been crying about some certain behaviors that people have been doing to him. He said Nigerians spoil his brand, so he has been passing through a lot. He's even feeding from loans to loan. Like it's not a joke, according to his story. When I first of all listened to him, I felt like, could that be true? At the long run, I realized that he was not joking and he was very serious about it. So now, there was a time in this internet space when you see a particular guy called Gege started with a narrative. Say, if Tunde Ednot post you, you don't blow. If Don Jazzy post you, you don't blow. But if you Lucky Udu post you, your own don't finish. Now, this guy called Gege did those things as a cruise in this internet space. When he did all of those things, people cruised to it. The videos went viral, and so it was, right? That thing started affecting Lucky Udu, according to his story. He said many brands don't want to work with him again. So many things start going bad with him. That is how even some of the people weighing help started coming back to attack him. Some of them is because of the things they have heard that other people use against him jokingly. It became a reality. If you see me, most of the time, if I say some certain things, especially when supporting Very Dark Man as someone that I prefer most in the internet space because of what he does and his integrity and the rest of that. If you see, a lot of times I try to be very, very careful when it concerns other people, even when Very Dark Man is having issue with them, not to be going all out, like going for the people's personal life or attacking them or saying things that could affect them, because affect them directly as individuals. I like to talk about the issues because at the long run, you will realize that a lot of things that we do in the internet space could possibly affect people and affect their personal life. So we must be very mindful of the things we say to people. Now, look at somebody like Cubana Chief Priest as an example. As Lucky Udu they shout now, Very Dark Man don't contribute. Cubana Chief Priest don't contribute. As Cubana Chief Priest contribute, Lucky Udu was shocked. He was shocked because of what happened. Of recent, if you'd all remember, when Lucky Udu made a video about that lady in Kenya that claimed that she have a child, that alleged that she have a child for Cubana Chief Priest. When Lucky Udu interviewed the woman and they say some certain things, he says some certain things. So Chief Priest was never happy with that interview. So one thing led to another. Chief Priest was not so happy with it at all. So it now looks like Chief Priest was not on Lucky Udu's side at all. But when Lucky Udu start crying out, Chief Priest is one of the first person that has contributed. And if you take a look at this message here, that's Chief Priest. Lucky Udu was shocked that he had to write this thing. He wrote this and said, man, Chief Priest, for doing this, I respect you and all of that, right? You can see, do you know how many people have inherited Lucky Udu and Chief Priest enemies, and then thinking that, oh, these ones, they are enemies. Meanwhile, on the low, Chief Priest have a very good heart towards him, and he is one of the first people that have contributed ₦1 million to him. Very Dark Man actually contributed 500K for this cause. People are contributing to help Lucky Udu so that he can bounce back. That's to tell you that in this internet space, as we are doing things, we should consider other people's mental health. Of recent, I've been talking about this B-Lord and Very Dark Man matter. I keep telling you people that it's not been too well with B-Lord. I am not joking. I am telling you, I'm a Glomy. Am I correct? I think someone who understands people's character. If I'm wrong, you can tell me. If it's so gloomy, yeah. So when I try to decode from B-Lord's behavior, I know things are not right. So many things that he is not doing, so many behaviors, tells you that there is something fundamentally wrong. He's just trying to be a man. But some deep down, he's not okay. So when I keep saying things like that, I am not joking. I made a video even yesterday and I said I was not joking, right? That Lord needs to be checked. His mental health should be checkmate because as it stands right now, the guy is going down. He shouldn't make mouth. Though that later now something happened, they go say na VDM don't buy him. I don't want that, right? So we have to be very considerate, very considerate. For Lucky Udu, I wish you all the best. Honestly, whatever we can contribute from our own end, no matter how little, we'll do it. And I encourage everybody to support Lucky Udu at this point in time. Lucky Udu is a very young man, and he has been in forefront, fronting so many people's cases. Of recent, he had issues with Sky B after helping Sky B. You see what happened? A lot of people were dragging him. I see somebody made a video yesterday and say, Lucky Udu, people have been contributing to your NGO. Lucky Udu, you have been making money from YouTube, Facebook, and the rest of that. It is true that he might be making money from those places. But remember that Lucky Udu has set up people too. Lucky Udu has so many other responsibilities. He has people he's paying. He has so many things that rent, house rent, different things that at the end of the day you realize that expenses take away almost everything because of the nature of what he does and who he has been over the years. So you cannot say, oh, look, you don't make we give you plates, go sit down for a road instead of you maybe you come out, come deceive people. I don't think he's deceiving people. And even if he's deceiving people, leave that one for him and God. Man no be God, right? So at this point in time, I employ Nigerians to help Lucky Udu. Yes. Mimi Oji, I see you. Respect to you, Mimi. Always follow you. I've been one of your top lover from day one. From when you moved to Nigeria to Dubai, I have been following you. I think that year you were in Dubai. I was in Dubai that year. You are someone I admire so much, and I tried to have meet with you once or twice in Dubai that year, but we couldn't meet. You got married, and now I think Mimi is in Canada now. When this thing is happening, Mimi contributed 100,000. Mimi, respect to you. I regard you, respect to you, and I always love what you do. Continue to touch lives. Peace and love, eh? Finally, please, Lucky Udu, you have to be very careful. After bouncing back this time, you must be very careful. Yes, continue to do what you do. Don't let anybody discourage you. Put everything in God's hand. Just like you said, Cubana Chief say you should follow Hallelujah Challenge, pray to God, and everything will be fine. Trust in God and move on. May God bless you. May God bless Nigerians that are contributing. Peace and love, everyone.